all the way up, sitting first class. Pedal to the metal, tank full of gas. Can't slow down, I'm moving too fast.
Training day. High angle rope rescue today. Oh, wish me luck. Well, the last time we made this journey up here was 2 years ago before COVID, and we got our first rope certification. This time we're back out here. The weather is so much nicer. It hailed on us, rained on us the last time, and it's actually so gorgeous here. Hence the joke that the chief is about to make here.
Did I put my rain gear on just in case? Yeah.
I apologize that I don't have more footage here. This video is going to be kind of short because I had duties to do and I couldn't just stand around filming, unfortunately. This simulation is really going to be kind of rushed. Basically, we are really training on what's happening up by the truck at this moment. The other gentleman that's making their way down here is actually a fire chief. He and I have done this before, and our instructor decided to send us both down so he could teach the new people up top how to work all the pulleys and ropes and the systems there.
Where you want to be? I think this is where we want to be.
I think so.
It's a little steep on the other
I'm gonna
side.
move this down one.
This is like kind of a slow down, and you can see that it takes time, but it gets them out, and so it works out well, and so you can see that, you know, things work out fairly decent.
Something I wanted to do last time. I mess up a handle.
Real basic stuff, so I teach. All right, we're ready to haul. So now that they're hooked in, whoever's got the lead. Yeah. Ready? Cool. No, you're not going anywhere. On this good order. Okay. Nice and easy. That's what you want to do. Okay, those on the rope, stop. See? Slack off on that. He can't go anywhere. That's what's really nice about this particular system that we have. It's a mechanical brake, and they cannot go more than an inch.
Yeah, Doug told me don't connect this one, but I feel like I want to connect it.
Right, okay, go ahead and continue to haul.
What do you think?
You could, now you're not holding. I mean, all the weight's on my hip.
Yeah, pretty much on my hip too. This is just really stabilized.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing with that right there is that you've got the litter completely off the ground.
Which is fine.
What I would recommend is just hook to the front, the top.
Just to get it. Yeah, sometimes the shit hangs up and it gets to be a pain.
Yeah.
How far you
And
going?
really, yeah. And really, with everything being on my hip, it's not that bad, or on my waist, you know.
Yeah.
Like you said, using your strong
that's
muscles.
The big thing is
Well, that's all the low angle stuff. Time to get vertical and rescue a climber that's fallen off and hit his head on the bottom. He's stuck down on a ledge. We'll have to get him. The rig we're using here we call a pig rig. Basically, it's a set of pulleys that causes us to create a 5-to-1 ratio. This makes lifting heavy loads very easy. A lot easier than it would be just to pull a man, and actually pull two men, up from the overside of this cliff. In this case you see here, I've got Charles, my son. He's actually manning the basket, and it's very difficult here. There's a great big ledge, and he's actually coming over a section that was inverted. Very, very physical here to be able to pull that basket back up, and then also be able to get him and the basket on the top, on the pad, to the rest of the rescuers who are waiting here to help him.
There we go. He's up.
Good.
He's up.
All right, now it's my turn. I'm going to go down, rescue this guy, and we're going to end up rappelling the rest of the way down with the basket and myself.
All right. Okay, he's over there, huh?
Yeah, because they're so hard to maneuver with gloves.
So those of you who may be thinking, well, how come he's just not pushing off and sliding down like they do in the movies, you know, rappelling like that? Well, this is rope rescue. So I don't want to kick a whole bunch of rocks loose because there's a human being down there that needs help. So by jumping off the side of the mountain and kicking everything loose, you're knocking a lot of stuff down the mountain. Not to mention here, I'm not really controlling my descent 100%. I have a team up top who's really controlling my descent. I guess you'd call them my governor. I can only go so fast before they'll slow me down.
Lock belay. All right, ready for the basket.
Ready for the basket?
Yep.
That would be the reason you want to clip the head and go down straight.
Slow it down.
Slow down.
Okay, go ahead and let her down. A little more.
Down.
Keep going, keep going. Like another 4 feet, maybe.
3 feet.
A little more. Hold it right there. Hold it right there.
I tell you what, this dummy probably weighs about
Why's my basket
120
keep
to 140 pounds right in there. And, you know, that doesn't sound very heavy, but when you're just dangling and you don't really have any place to put your feet down or get any leverage, and you're having to use
bring it up a
purely your upper body strength to be able to get a person into a basket, it's
Hold it
very
right there.
difficult, a lot more difficult than I thought. So it would have been a lot easier if this guy was alive. As you can hear, I am really breathing, really working here. I am so winded. It's physically just kicking my butt trying to get this dummy into this basket. But I know that I've got to take a breath. I know that when I'm sitting here, and I do pause and do so. I just don't show it here on the camera.
All right, should I connect to the basket?
You could connect to the tag line and put a prusik on there or something to connect to it.
Okay.
You're gonna want to. What I would do is I would prusik myself to the red line
Uh-huh.
and get rid of the white and keep the belay.
All right.
Now don't go right up against that knot because you'll never be able to get slack to lower yourself.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, we're there.
You ready to go down?
Let me go down a little bit more here. Yeah, go ahead and lower my belay, blue line a little bit.
We're ready to lower. Slack the belay.
All right, perfect. All right, let's do it.
ready?
Ready.
And now, on the descent. I'm completely relying on the team above to lower me and the victim down. I've got no control over my descent other than my verbal commands. They're up top working the pig rig and the pulleys and my belay line, and they're just lowering me down slowly. As I come down, I have to be careful not to get my feet caught on anything, as the basket will end up just snapping my knee or flipping me upside down. Either case, it wouldn't be nice. So it's just a nice, slow progression down to the ground, trusting on the guys above not to send me crashing down.
I was gonna jump to the right or left.
My instructors weren't being mean there, yelling rock. They were actually testing me. What I should have done was lean forward over the basket, got under my helmet the best I could, and braced for impact.
Yeah, I'm on the ground. Ugh. So right there's where I just came down. Up there you see the guy with the orange, that's where I rappelled from. My victim was right about there. Put him in the gurney, lowered him down the rest of the way. All told, this is right about 70 feet tall altogether.
I just wanted to take a minute and share with you a little trick that I learned from Rob, the chief over at Millington Fire. So this is called a hasty line. Now your hasty line should be geared to your level of expertise, okay? With that said, you know, this is made with really good climbing rope. This is made to dangle a couple of people in midair, no problem, along with a gurney. You don't need that kind of rope for this kind of rig. But being that this is on my person and it may find itself on the edge of a cliff, I want to be ready to do that because I'm ready to do that. So gear this to yourself, but basically the concept is the same. So basically what we have here is a rope bag, throw rope bag like you see for water rescue, okay? Inside this rope bag, however, the way it's set up is the key. You pull out the bag, you end up with these two carabiners and a pressic knot. Those of you who don't know what a pressic is need to learn it because it's part of our search and rescue training. Okay? So what you do here is you connect this to your anchor, wherever it may be. Let's just pretend that it's hooked onto the back of a truck. And there's a guy down here at the bottom. Boy, I need to get to him. So what I can do real quick, hook this whole bag to my belt. And then at this end, if I can get my fingers to work, I can hook this to my belt. That allows me to move freely along this line as far as I need to, taking the full 50 feet with me down the mountain and then being able to come back up. Now for me, I've added an ascender because I'm fat and old, but you don't need this. This also means that I can go down somewhere vertical, which you probably won't. But I can put that in my line here and move up as well. If I can get it to work, there we go. All right, so it's pretty neat, pretty simple. Take it down with you. You can climb back up a hill. I wouldn't try to do anything that's more than say a 45 degree that's just slippery and you want to get down, you know, the 50 feet or 60 feet or something that they're at, maybe it's 10 or 20 feet. Then you can get there, and you can get there quickly and safely and be able to pull yourself back up. Now I can do that because on my search pack here, I actually have upgraded my belt with a nylon belt with a buckle point, with a Cobra buckle. This belt right here will hold 2,500 pounds all by itself. So that's on my search pack right there on my Hydro pack. So that's with me all the time. So all I have to do is just add this to it, hook on, and I'm ready to go. So nice little thing. Thanks a lot, Rob. Appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. It really helps out my algorithm a lot. Anyways, thank you so much. God bless. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you like this video and the content I get out. I appreciate all the support I get for this channel, and thank you so much.